Diets. People often go on diets with the purpose of achieving their ideal body. But dieting can be hard, expensive, and time-consuming. So companies started to pop up with the sole purpose of profiting off of people who just wanted to make the whole dieting process easy. Frozen meals, snacks, and even candy. Those companies took all that bad stuff that makes you fat out of there so that you can enjoy the same foods that you always known and loved, but also lose weight while doing it. Does it taste any good? I don't know. So to find out, I'm going to spend 7 straight days eating and drinking only diet foods and beverages. Before I do that, I feel like I should lay down some ground rules. 1. I can only eat food from a diet brand, or it at least has to be a pre-made item that markets itself as healthy. Any snacks I get, cookies, candy, ice cream, etc., has to be either part of a diet brand or at least labeled as no sugar added or sugar-free. Number 3, I am a gosh darn addict. So I will be drinking coffee. You can't take that away from me. I can't take that away from me. You're not making me do this. I'm doing it on my own. But it will be black coffee. No milk, no cream, no sugar, and no energy drinks. Number 4, I will be drinking water. I'm not dehydrating myself for the sake of a YouTube video. All right, with all that out of the way, that's it. Let's get started. And day 1 started off with me drinking black coffee for the first time in forever. And then for breakfast, I had the Atkins farmhouse sausage scramble.
It's got peppers, onions, cheese, sausage, and eggs. I'm already kind of regretting that this doesn't have a carb of some kind. Is there like a diet branded bread? I would love to find a diet branded bread. Although this is Atkins brand, they're known to be very low carb. So I shouldn't expect any like grains like rice or bread or potatoes or anything in this, I suppose. Eggs aren't bad. Kind of tastes like some type of like powdered egg situation, but I've never had a problem with like powdered eggs. I kind of got used to that growing up, so I'm okay with that. The sausage just tastes like sausage. It doesn't really taste like there's any fake stuff going on there. So not bad, not bad. Good, got a good flavor. Peppers themselves are really small. The cheese itself is pretty much non-existent. I'm not tasting any of that in there. But overall, it's not a bad food. I give it like an 8 out of 10. Pretty okay. I just wish I had a carb. I am debating getting a second item for breakfast, but I'll hold off for now.
And then throughout my day, I had to resist snacking on non-diet foods. Overall, I probably held off from eating a second diet food for like 30 minutes. What, I'm a growing boy. I'm going to hit my second puberty any day now, which is where I had the snack of the strawberry shortcake bar from Atkins.
Yeah, I didn't even clean up my breakfast dishes yet.
It actually looks and smells pretty dang good. It's your standard like diet crispy bar. Like you get some type of like protein bar, diet bar. It's going to look like this. The like strawberry chocolate yogurt thing on top is pretty dang good. I kind of like that. I wish there were a little more of it, but oh well. It's not too bad. It's a pretty okay snack. Give it like I think I'll also give this like an 8 out of 10. Not bad.
Then for lunch, I had the Healthy Choice cheese ravioli with chicken, Murray's sugar-free chocolate chip cookies, and Country Time sugar-free lemonade.
Yeah, I really need to clean this screen cheese.
Right now, this looks stupid good, to be honest. Ravioli in a sauce with chicken and Parmesan cheese. All right.
Yeah. I kind of sort of wish the ravioli had more cheese. It just kind of tastes like just thick pasta with a little bit of sauce in it. Yeah, I mean, it's a frozen meal, frozen ravioli. Can't expect too much out of it. Not bad though. It's inoffensive. You know, it's okay. Let's use some of this chicken. The chicken itself is kind of bland. Not a lot of seasoning going on there. The sauce itself ain't that much better. The flavor I can say for that is a tomato. You know, these little seasoning, little salt, something. So I'd recommend that for these. But it's an all right amount of food, I suppose. Probably give this one like a 7 out of 10. It's okay. It just tastes like a regular old cookie. I don't really see the difference between these sugar-free ones and like a regular like Chips Ahoy cookie. They're good. 8 out of 10. Sure. Not bad. Not bad. It's zero sugar, but it's still got like a sweetness to it. It's got that sourness, the tartness that you expect from lemonade. It's not a bad option, you know. A lot of things have that like weird sugar-free taste when you get sugar-free stuff. This isn't too bad. It's a good replacement in my opinion. This one's like a solid like 8 out of 10. I drink this again. Yeah, like I'm already starting to feel the rumblies a bit in my stomach. Like I'm not eating as much food as I normally would. I typically will just snack at random points of the day, and I have not been doing that at all.
That's when I had my second cup of black coffee, and then I had an electrolyte berry blast, 0 sugar.
About as standard as your Powerade or Gatorade you get, that'd be 0 sugar. Pretty much the same thing if you've had those. You'll like this. It's okay. Berry flavor's there. It's got kind of like a, I was going to turn some of y'all off, kind of like a milky's not even the right word. It's probably just because there's salt in it. If you've had any power drink, same shit, okay? I'm rambling. It's fine. You like Powerade, you like Gatorade, you like, okay? 7 out of 10. It's fine.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. I need more. This is when I started to realize, hey, I need more protein. These meals do not have enough in them for me. So for a snack, I had this Cheese Atkins protein chips.
Very cheesy, very airy, crispy. Probably the best thing I've had all day so far. 9 out of 10.
Later on, we're having dinner, and I'm making my sad little meal, and my wife has way better food than I do. I was extremely jealous and mad at myself for doing this. And my dinner was lean cuisine comfort cravings, chicken Alfredo, and an Atkins strawberry shortcake bar. The second one for the day.
Look how much better that looks. I could have had that tonight had I not been doing this challenge for myself. I'm not going to break on day one like a bitch, all right? I'll be all right.
There she is.
I should probably let this cool down, but noodles are chewy. Sauce is not as bland as I thought it was going to be. That's a bit of a surprise. It's a little watery. The chicken is your standard frozen chicken. It's got that slight chewiness about it. It's not bad, but it's not great. 7 out of 10. I'm also going to have one of these bars to tide me over because this ain't going to be enough for me. I wasn't going to, but then my wife pulled out the wine, and I was like, I want to drink wine with her. So I found this stuff called Fit Vine Pinot Grigio.
Look, there's a fitness guy on the front, so it counts as diet.
Thor glass. It just tastes like Pinot Grigio. I feel like they lied to me. It's fine. It tastes like any Pinot Grigio I've ever had. It's okay. 8 out of 10. The second thought, the wine did taste a little bit watered down compared to a regular Pinot Grigio, but it got me buzzed all the same. So the rank does not change.
After that, I had a couple glasses, and me and my wife got tipsy while watching anime.
God, I hope this isn't just 12 episodes of me wanting them to kiss and them never doing it until like the last second. And then it's the last 2 minutes. Oh yeah, they got married and had 4 kids. So that's pretty much it for day one. Today was easy. I was off work today. Tomorrow I go back to work, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I started off my day with another glass of black coffee. Then for breakfast, I had the lean cuisine spinach mushroom pizza.
There it is. I don't look too half bad.
It's not bad. There's just not really a lot of flavor in the sauce. That spinach, mushroom cheese, the texture's fine. It heats up just fine, crispy enough if you put it on that little surface that it gives you with the box. It's okay. I'd get it again, but it's nothing I'd brag about. 7 out of 10. A lot of these meals are just kind of okay so far. Some of them seem to be a little flavorless. Add some seasoning on some of these meals, guys. Does seasoning make you fat? I don't think seasoning makes you fat.
Then I ended up going to work pretty soon after that. Okay, look, I want to point out, because someone else is probably going to say something in the comments. I'm aware diet brands have made their own coffee, but it's like $9 for 4. And seeing as I drink 2 to 3 cups a day to keep myself going, I'm not paying $100 just for some dang coffee. So I'll just drink it black, all right? It's fine. Not doing it. And that's where I had my second sad little black coffee of the day. Then for snack, I had the Atkins chocolate chip granola bars, 2 of them, because one was not going to tide me over for that work day.
was at work, so I couldn't really record myself talking for this one. But anyway, it was pretty much similar to like a Fiber One chocolate chip chewy bar. If you've ever had those, it was okay, but it just wasn't as chewy. Like I would take a Fiber One bar over this any day, really. But it was fine. I give it like a 7 out of 10.
Then I had to fight the urge to not eat these trash can gummies from my job. They're just free sitting there. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Then it was time for me to get home, and I had the Real Good Foods branded ricotta cheese cannolis. Real Good Foods, never heard of that. Is that diet food? Yeah, I saw some influencers pushing it some years ago, and they're still up and around. They're known for being low carb and keto friendly. So if you're keto, you can eat that. Then I looked on the back of the lunch that I had for Real Good Foods, and I noticed that the tortilla was made from chicken log. The hell is a chicken log?
Apparently chicken log is just like chicken and water. So it looks like the tortilla is literally just made from chicken and water ground into a paste, I guess, that they smoothed into tortillas for this. Okay, sure. Let's get a... I mean, first off, that sauce, tomato sauce, is leagues better than that like ravioli with the tomato sauce I had yesterday. That was tomato flavored. This is actual like tomato sauce. It's good. And I can probably confirm that that tortilla is chicken. At least that's what it tastes like. That's the consistency. It's the flavor I'm getting. The actual like ricotta on the inside, kind of plentiful, not a bad amount. Creamy, very good. Honestly, very pleasant. It's probably the best meal I've had so far. But it's meat and cheese and sauce. I didn't think I would hate this. Give this a good old 10 out of 10. Would eat this casually again. Delicious.
Oh yeah, maybe I should have shown you the finished product. That's what that looks like. Not too bad.
You know, I don't feel the need for a third coffee right now. Normally I would right about this time. Weird.
Yeah, some more of this sugar-free lemonade. It's really not too bad. Kind of close to the real thing, honestly.
Again, my wife has delicious food made, and I have bullshit. My own fault. I can blame no one but me.
Well, fuck me, look at that.
Then for dinner, I had the Healthy Choice Cafe Steamers Beef Merlot and Powerade Zero Strawberry Smash.
Yay, I get to eat steak. Kinda.
Ain't gonna lie, it kind of just smells like the Merlot wine, but nothing else. Get that potato. That's how I thought. Okay. All right. Everything's cooked pretty good. The sauce is definitely a lot more rich. It's like richer and more flavorful than that watery tomato flavored sauce that they had with the ravioli. You can tell I really didn't like that one. I keep talking it. Yeah, the steak. Not bad. I thought it was going to be chewy and tough. Not so. Pretty tender. Got some fat in it. Not bad. Vegetables. Not bad. Everything's pretty pleasant for the most part. I can't even... It's better seasoned than the other meal was. So, I forgot what I even gave the other meal. But I say this is like a solid... It's an 8 out of 10. It's not bad. Not bad.
This Powerade Zero Strawberry Smash. This doesn't affect me at all. It's not bad. I typically always drink the zero sugar ones anyway. 7 out of 10.
Then for dessert after that, I had Halo Top Strawberry Shortcake Ice Cream.
Which I desperately need the calories and protein from this ice cream. Because the other thing was like not even 200 grams of... What is it? Sorry, no. Not even 200 calories and like 13 grams of protein. So like it was basically like a small stack. It's not bad. It's like a frozen yogurt type deal, even though I don't think that's what this is. Pretty good. It's got this little like graham cracker soft swirl thing, which I haven't seen before. Normally it's a lot more firm than that. Very good. Nice little like sugar crunch kind of going on there. I'm not seeing that cheesecake though. So I'm thinking maybe this is like cream cheese flavored ice cream or cheesecake flavored ice cream. You better look at what it looks like. Not bad. This is stupid good. I'm glad I got this. 10 out of 10.
I think it's cute when pints of ice cream have serving sizes on them. Like I'm not about to eat that entire thing by myself in one sitting. Yeah, that ice cream just entered the sewage system 30 minutes ago.
And starting out with day 3, more sad black coffee. Breakfast this time was a lean cuisine chicken marinara sandwich.
That looks pretty okay. Smells pretty good too.
man. Kitty meowing. Say hello to Jujubee. Oh, now you want to get outside? Not bad. The bread has like a slight crispness to it. The sauce has some decent flavor to it. A lot of chicken in this. Just standard, like, chewy-ish, like, frozen chicken that you would get in anything, really. It's not bad. I feel this is my standard score so far. 8 out of 10 is what I'm giving this. But a lot of these aren't so bad. The main problem I'd have with any of these so far is that some of them just aren't seasoned that well. But this one's pretty good. Does anybody who eat these meals ever have, like, bathroom problems? I'm not saying I have bathroom problems, but, you know, does anybody have those problems?
Then back to work at my prison sentence. Eventually had my second coffee of the day during my shift. You know, drinking all this black coffee doesn't really help get me through my shift. But I'll do it for this dang video. After that, had more Atkins cheese chips. That helped a lot. Those are pretty dang delicious. I love those. Starting to get off work and I'm craving a salad. What the fuck is wrong with me?
I'm home now, so my lunch is going to be healthy check. Whatever. Healthy Choice Max. Tex-Mex chicken. Got chicken breast with vegetables, multigrain blend, a citrus spicy pepper sauce, topped with mozzarella cheese. My God, that sounds good right now. Even though I'm looking at the back and I'm just like, that's the amount of cheese you threw in this? Okay.
The whole Tex-Mex thing is right up my alley. I'm a Tex-Mex guy. My dad is Hispanic and my mom is white, so Tex-Mex right here. Frankly, I went with the bigger meal that was there, the whole Max thing, because I really only had a bag of chips and a sad little sandwich this morning, so I needed something.
Whoa, that's a hefty amount of food.
Heck, that's probably why that salad looked like a dang succubus to me.
There's the finished product. Not too bad looking.
Good Lord, I've been waiting on this. Hot. Hold on. Pretty good. But I will say again, it's kind of missing, like, just salt. Like, I feel like if I'm adding anything to this, it's just salt. Maybe a little more cheese, since it promised cheese, and I'm not tasting any of that. I don't know where that evaporated into. There were thoughts of cheese in this dish. They are not actually here in physical form. Not that I can tell. Yeah, the chicken's your standard frozen chicken you'd get at any frozen meal type deal. All the vegetables, all the beans are good. The rice is good, nice and cooked. The sauce is fine. It's good, savory. It's just not, it doesn't have enough flavor. It's like they're very light on it. Does salt make you fat? I'm going to look into that now. Here, if you editing me, just go ahead and post that.
Does salt make you fat? No. It just causes you to hold water, because that's the thing salt does inside your body. It makes you hold on to water. More you know.
But overall, still pretty good. Not bad. There's an 8 out of 10. Good God, I feel like I've given every meal an 8 out of 10. I need to kind of, I don't know. I'm going to wash it down with some of this 7-Up Zero Sugar strawberry watermelon endless summer. I had to put this in ice. It is a hot day. If you hate the taste of like diet sugar-free drinks, you're not going to like this. It's just like a diet tasting fruit drink. Not going to be for you, but I think it's pretty okay. I mean, I can give this like a 7 out of 10 at best. This is easily going to be like a limited edition type deal, and I won't be sad when it's gone, but I could drink it if it's put in front of me. And for dessert, I'm going to have these Atkins Indulge dark chocolate truffles. Ooh. Pretty solid chocolate. You can tell it's sugar-free. You're not fooling anybody who's had regular chocolate with this one, but it's not a bad taste. It's better than Hershey's chocolate, in my opinion. Even the full sugar Hershey's chocolate. That's me opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about that. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. If these went away forever, I wouldn't be sad, but I would eat them again. Got that little creamy truffle center. I didn't make that obvious.
Dinner time, we're doing a real good chicken burrito bowl. Supposed to have chicken, riced cauliflower, cheese, and black beans. See, that's how you do cheese, Healthy Choice. Ain't gonna lie, that looks good. Just wish I had some tortillas to go with it.
Nice. Okay, that is insanely cheesy, first off. Second, very saucy. You can barely taste the riced cauliflower in there. It's just like a bowl of sauce, meat, beans, and cheese. It's perfect. Well, no, it's not perfect because I wish I had some kind of like tortillas to go with it, like I said. But past that, excellent. Dang it, I want to give it a 10, but I shouldn't. I can't. I listed a flaw with it, so nah, I got to give it a 9. But it's very good. Real good food, you make some good stuff, all right? But like I said in the other one, mainly because you like focus on like sauce and meat and cheese, and those are some of my favorite food things. So kind of biased.
Had a third cup of coffee so I could stay up to edit some footage, and then I went to bed. We're getting our start on day 4, where I had another fucking cup of black coffee. Then for breakfast, I had the Smart Ones ham, egg, and cheese scramble.
This is what this sucker looks like. A decent amount of cheese.
It's good. The ham is solid. Potatoes are cooked well. Eggs are kind of one of those, like, I feel like these are powdered eggs, but I could be wrong. They're just kind of what they taste like. The cheese is kind of like a American cheese sauce. It's not gooey, but it's more creamy, like a sauce, you know? Would eat again, but would not despair if this got, like, thrown into the sun tomorrow. 7 out of 10. I'm getting kind of sick of black coffee. I'm gonna have to figure something out.
We give the kitty some pets before we go to work. So it turns out the amount of pets was not enough, so I then went on to pet them for an additional 10 minutes. They would not leave me alone.
Yeah. You're so needy. So needy.
Kitty, I love you, but I gotta go to work. Come on. And then finally, time to go to work.
Time for work, time for work, time for work, time for work.
I ended up having a second bag of the cheese Atkins chips, which I've already rated before, which I didn't have on camera. Breakfast was nowhere near enough for me. Good Lord, I needed those. And turns out I didn't need a second cup of black coffee. Weird. Maybe my body was just rejecting black coffee again. I don't know. Then for snack, I had another bag of those Atkins protein chips. This time I tried ranch. I got a different flavor this time.
See, these, just like the cheese ones, were pretty dang good too. So, like the cheese ones, they're very crispy, kind of like they're air popped or something. I don't know, but they're different than your typical tortilla chips or chips that you would get anywhere else. The ranch on them, hot take, I feel like it's more flavorful than like a Dorito. So as long as you're okay with that really crispy, like air popped, like texture of a chip, you're gonna get more flavor on those Atkins ranch and the cheese chips than you would with the Dorito. Now that's just me. Okay, so highly recommend. 10 out of 10, sure, no real complaints here.
You know, I'm realizing I'm eating way too many of these Atkins chips. I need to be eating something else. During this whole thing, I have not eaten a single dessert or pastry or donut that I normally would during my work shift, you know, just in the middle of my day. It turns out that not eating pastries and desserts gives you more energy. Who'd have thought? Interesting discovery. Not gonna lie, I'm really tempted to take a bite out of that expired raspberry chocolate. I'm a nasty, nasty man. Okay, I'm discovering something about snacks when it comes to diet brands. Pretty much no other diet brand has snacks other than Atkins, all right? Atkins, you're doing great, okay? You can keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. But when it comes to everybody else, I don't think I found a single other company that had a snack. Like whatever happened to Slim Fast and Weight Watchers? Where'd you guys go? I know you had stuff back in the day. Then I got home from work, and for lunch I had the Lean Cuisine chicken parmesan.
Oh, hey, Cody. Here's the chicken parmesan.
Get that spaghetti first. Kind of reminds me of like Chef Boyardee. You ever had that canned spaghetti and meatballs? That kind of spaghetti, kind of like loose. It's a little firmer than that. The sauce is very plentiful. There is a lot of sauce here. It's got some flavor. It is an acceptable sauce. It passes. Nothing special, but it passes. Like, if you like Hunt's tomato sauce, you'll like something like this. It's pretty okay. Here's that chicken patty. It got like really hard and tough on like this end side right here. I think next time if I ever made this, I recommend taking the patty halfway throughout cooking it and just like putting it in the center. That way all the sides can like cook. And I feel like that side dried out because it wasn't really submerged in the tomato sauce. It's got a little bit of cheese, but it's just like the smallest sprinkle. Wish there was a little more. It's an okay. I mean, it doesn't have the same like chewiness like most frozen chicken would be. It's just like a flat cutlet, a very flat cutlet, just breaded and seasoned. You can see these little seasoning bits in here, the herbs. Not bad. I don't know. Overall, I think I'd probably give this meal like a 7 out of 10. It's okay. God, it just occurred to me that I haven't had a single vegetable or fruit all day.
After that, went to go look at new apartments, and turns out they didn't hold our appointment, so we went home. And I got home, and I just knocked out, woke up at 10 p.m. and finally ate dinner. Which was the Real Good Foods orange chicken.
Alrighty, so the chicken's an okay texture. The breading is soggy though. That's to be expected because it comes in like a watery, like very watery sauce with a bunch of peppers. It's okay, it's palatable, but it's not something I'd probably ever get again. At least not with some type of thickening agent, I guess. I'd probably the wateriness of the sauce just makes it taste watery. Like it dilutes the flavor, in my opinion. It's not very orangey. I gotta give it a 6 out of 10. It's not that great.
All right, now, yay, back to bed, little guy.
Time for bed, young man.
Day 5 started out with more coffee, and look, I cannot do black coffee anymore, okay? I got some sugar-free creamer. It's fine. Then for breakfast, I had some Atkins crustless chicken pot pie and some sugar-free lemonade.
Here it is. Crustless chicken pot pie.
Now, I've never really heard of a chicken pot pie with broccoli and cauliflower, but hey, maybe some do. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. Who knows? The chicken's good. The vegetables are good. In fact, the vegetables are very refreshing considering I had none yesterday. So yeah, never mind I did with the chicken, but whatever. That was really all I had yesterday. The sauce is surprisingly savory. It's got a lot more flavor than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be just like super watered down, but it's got some thickness to it, and it's got more flavor than some of the other past sauces have on here. So it's not bad. It needs a carb of some kind to help fill me up. But this is low carb diet type thing with Atkins, so I can't really be that surprised. So it's good. It's fine. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Did a little bit of editing. Then for snack, I had an Atkins peanut overload bar.
First off, it seems like these things are kind of like a combination between like a Payday and a Babe Ruth. They're all nutty and caramelly on the outside like a Payday, but then you bite into it. Got that little center like a Babe Ruth. It's like smooth and kind of milky. It's got some caramel on the inside. It's not bad. It's kind of got like a sugar-free flavor to it. I don't even know if this is sugar-free. Oh yeah, 1 gram of sugar. Sure. Pretty okay if you like the Payday bar or the Babe Ruth bar. It's just a combo between the two, but like sugar-free also. I don't hate it. It's okay. 8 out of 10.
Went ahead and pulled some weeds. Then for lunch, I had the healthy choice with Power Bowls, the Cuban-style pork.
This here's that Cuban-style pork power bowl. A lot of veggies, kind of making up for yesterday. Okay, so there's a lot of veggies throughout this entire thing, so that's a good plus. Got beans, the pork is pretty tender, but not too tender. It's got a good flavor. There's rice in there and quinoa. The only complaint is that there's like no seasoning to it. There's like some sofrito style sauce in there. It needs salt. It needs something. I understand this is a diet meal, but dang. Probably couldn't give this more than like a 6 at best. It's okay, but it's not something I'd probably buy again, based off that fact. Actually, no, I probably would buy it again if I could add seasoning, but like, you know.
And hey, it turns out Slim Fast does have some snack options, like 2 of them, but hey, it's something. Then I was extra hungry, so I went ahead and for an additional snack had a lean cuisine, like a beef Tex-Mex quesadilla, along with a Slim Fast lemon drop cup.
Kind of just like spilled over and drip sauce. Don't love that.
And enjoy one of these real quick while I wait for that quesadilla to cool down. Okay. It's like white chocolate with a bit of lemon on the inside. It doesn't so much have a cream like a Reese's cup you would expect. It's fine. I'd rather have a Reese's cup though. It's 6 out of 10. Eh.
The guy kind of stuck to the plate at first. There was some damage, but it came out all right.
Not bad. A good amount of beans, little veggies. Got a little bit of a spicy kind of sauce in there I can appreciate. Good amount of cheese, beef. But for $4, I feel like I can just make something at home a lot easier. Probably wouldn't buy this again. Like a 6 out of 10. It's okay.
Then my wife got some crawfish and was eating that for lunch, and I didn't get to eat any because of this challenge thing I'm doing right now, which I'm fine with because crawfish is a scam, okay? Look, you buy 100% of the weight of the crawfish. That's how you buy it. You buy crawfish by weight, and you throw away half of that weight in shells. So you're really only eating 50% of like what you buy. Hey, I'm not coping, you are. Second coffee, woo! Then I watched anime for 3 hours, didn't get that footage, sorry. Then for dinner, I had the healthy choice, lemon pepper fish. Not checking the temp on that while cooking it, I'll just die, whatever. Wait a minute, this thing only has 15 grams of protein? Sorry, if society has taught me as a man anything, it's that I have to have massive amounts of protein and lift weights, otherwise society will reject me as a man. Anyway, apples. This is the first fruit I've had all week.
Okay, those apples literally taste like they just stewed up some apples and added nothing. Okay.
Let's try the rest of this food.
First off, I'll say that lemon pepper fish, a lot of flavor. Probably the most flavor I've had in any like healthy cuisine meal I've had so far. Dude, 10 out of 10 on the fish, you know. The rice and the broccoli though, flavorless. The broccoli is just watery. The rice it's rice with color on it. Altogether, I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. Really, the fish is the only thing with flavor.
The food was so bland. If not for the fish itself, this food would have been a 3 easy. Then I had these Enlightenment Greek yogurt caramel brownie bars. Super good.
It actually packs a lot of flavor in here. Seriously, I feel like I'm eating cookie dough, just like frozen cookie dough on a stick or something. But even though it's not cookie dough, it's caramel brownie. It's rich. It's got a nice like punch of flavor, good sweetness. There's just those little brownies all the way throughout it. Dude, I'd get this again casually. 9 out of 10.
I'll be eating those on the regular. Then I edited some more footage. You know, if this challenge is making me realize anything about myself, is that I don't really do a lot. I eat, I go to work, I do footage. Dang. Day 6 rolling in. Coffee! Breakfast, I had the Smart One's creamy basil chicken with vegetables. Honestly, I'd wonder where the heck Weight Watchers are gone. It turns out that Weight Watchers owns Smart Ones, so they're still around, just kind of under a different name.
Here's the meal. Honestly, it looks pretty good.
Honestly, not a bad meal at all. This would go pretty well with just like some rice or some pasta. In fact, if I ever bought this again, I would definitely just like pair it with pasta or something. The sauce is light, yet it has a good flavor to it. The basil parmesan is a good mix. The chicken's good. No complaints there. Broccoli's pretty good. My only complaints would probably be the peppers in it, which isn't necessarily the fault of the meal or the flavor they did with it. It's just frozen bell peppers, in my opinion, the skin seems to harden or something. And whenever you're eating it, after you've like heated it up, after it's been frozen, it just has a weird like texture in the mouth. Do you know what I mean? Am I crazy? It just isn't good. I never enjoyed frozen bell peppers that have been reheated. But yeah, this one's a 7 out of 10. Probably higher with some pasta or rice, but by itself, it's a 7.
Then I was working out, and this is the first time I worked out all week. I should do that more. I'm slacking. Then I had something called Swerock's Blueberry Reboot drink.
It's not bad. It's got that pretty standard like sugar-free flavor when it comes to a drink. But at the very end of it, when you're tasting it, it kind of has that like popsicle, like when you're like drinking the fluid that's melted at the end of like one of those plastic stick popsicles. It kind of has that flavor attached to it, so it's interesting. 6 out of 10. It's okay, but it's not like anything I would buy again. Even though it is blueberry flavor, which is saying a lot for me.
Has lactate. Oh, this lactate. Went to work.
Not gonna lie, the energy levels are kind of low right now. That's to be expected, I guess, since I worked out, had an Atkins meal and 0 carbs today. So should probably find a way to get some carbs in pretty soon.
More coffee. Then ate 2 Atkin bars I already reviewed, so I'm not going to do it again. Oh yeah, I've been drinking water this entire time. Have you drank any water today? Then I went home and had lean cuisine Swedish meatballs with pasta and gravy.
Here's what it looks like. Good. Honestly, not too bad looking. Bad looking, honestly.
I mean, overall, it's pretty an okay meal. The meatballs are fine. The pasta's cooked well. It's good. It's flavorful. It's a good shape to take on the sauce. The gravy isn't watery like I thought it was going to be. All these sauces in here have been super watery. That's not the case with this. But overall, it's just a fine meal. It is an okay frozen meal. If it was given to me, I'd eat it. I would not buy it again because it's nothing special. 7 out of 10. I've also got these Russell Stover sugar-free peanut butter cups. This is a nitpick and it might be exclusive to mine, but some of these look like there's kind of some chocolate bloom on them. If you know what that means, it's kind of just like when the sugar looks like the chocolate looks ashy. But I've noticed this is like a thing with like a lot of the sugar-free chocolates. I don't know why that is. Kind of wish I wouldn't have eaten that whole thing in one bite because I could have shown you, but there's a decent amount of peanut butter in there. I was surprised. I thought there was going to be a teeny tiny little bit of peanut butter. Not the case. Not too bad. Good amount. Chocolate was fine. I didn't really notice if it was like sugar-free. It didn't taste sugar-free in my opinion. It was an okay peanut butter cup. But just like the texture was just slightly off. Just slightly. Not the taste, just the texture. And I would probably absolutely get like a regular Reese's like thin or Reese's cup over this any day. But this is fine. 7 out of 10. It's okay.
Look, if there's anything I've noticed about sugar-free candy, it's not bad, okay? Whatever they're using instead of sugar, it works. It's pretty good. Also, turns out that day was Cinco de Mayo. Something I've learned recently is that Cinco de Mayo is particularly a holiday that white people like to celebrate. Apparently, not a lot of actual Mexicans like to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Anyway, and being as that I am half white, I have to partake in Cinco de Mayo. So, wife had tacos, and I went ahead and I had the Real Good Foods, the chicken burrito bowl. I already reviewed that one. Smart One Santa Fe rice and beans, and the Olay no net carbs keto tortillas.
This is what these rice and beans look like.
Santa Fe rice and beans are like heavily sauced. Got a nice little like light cheese sauce to it. It's not too pungent, not too much or anything. It's got like a light flavor, so it's okay. I can't decide between a 6 or a 7 out of 10. I'll go with 6. It's okay. It needs a little more flavoring, but it's not bland. I already did the Real Good chicken tortilla bowl review a few days ago, so I'm not doing it again, but I do have the tortillas. There is an aftertaste you would not get from a regular tortilla. I don't know how to describe it, but it's noticeable. I don't know if it's a killer or not. I'll just get regular tortillas, 6 out of 10.
Closed off the day with a margarita of Rancho's Gloria no sugar skinny strawberry margarita. Yeah, I know, it tasted about as sad as that sounds.
What'd you think? Yeah.
It's not the worst thing that you've allowed me to try.
Mm-hmm. This very much does have diet soda aftertaste. Not gonna lie. Like it is indeed a strawberry margarita, but it also feels like I'm drinking a diet soda. See, most like sugar-free items, I like don't taste it. It's like whatever, but this is noticeable. I'm not gonna lie, 4 out of 10. What's the worst one you've had?
It was like some cookie thing you gave me the other day. And I was just...
Cookie thing? You talking about the little tiny cookie?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was
okay.
awful.
Cody.
Dog. Love you.
Day 7, it's the final day. Let's go. One more day. Woke up with purpose, knowing it was almost over. Had my coffee. Had a breakfast of lean cuisine, meatloaf, and mashed potatoes.
Breakfast.
Kitty's being needy today while I eat.
Bro, you got fur everywhere. Hold yourself together.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I picked this one mainly because, good God, I needed carbs this morning, and everything else is pretty much just low carb or no carb. First off, I'll say it kind of annoys me that this tray has like a divider on it. Kind of wanted the two thing, like the sauce to spill into the mashed potatoes, but oh well. Also, I'm surprised the mashed potatoes have like flavor and seasoning. I know there's little like green flecks on the packaging, but I kind of figured that would be it, just flavorless chives or whatever on it. But it's actually got some real seasoning to it. The tomato sauce is more like a tomato gravy. Not too bad. It's got some thickness to it. Most of these sauces have been watery. Not on this one. Not too bad. The meatloaf is something you would get from it. It's reminiscent of like my high school cafeteria. I'm not crazy about the meatloaf, but it is edible. Altogether, I'd probably give this like a 7 out of 10. Would eat if it was given to me. Would not buy again. Well, I might buy it again. I might buy it again. Maybe. A tomato gravy is an interesting idea, though. More foods need to utilize that.
Went to work.
Master got me working.
Noticed the cake. Not allowed to have it right now, but soon. Had some more coffee. You ever want to just jump in front of a truck to see if you get isekai'd somewhere? Don't do that. I've already tried it. Doesn't work. Had some more bars.
Stop it. Get some help.
Went home. Had some coffee. Had myself a little workout.
Had a Smart One's homestyle beef pot roast for lunch.
I'm tired. So tired.
So the beef is tender yet chewy at the same time. Not a big fan. Everything else is fine. It's pretty standard. It's all cooked well enough. You know, you got potatoes, carrots, green beans. It's fine. The sauce itself, nothing special. It's a very light flavor, but like the pot roast, or at least the pot roast I have, has never been like heavily seasoned to begin with, so it's pretty standard. So it's all right. But I feel like the meat really makes a pot roast, and with this meat being like the worst part of it, I'd say I'd probably give this a 6. I wouldn't go out of my way to get this again.
Then for dinner, I had my final healthy meal of the healthy choice steamers, Cajun chicken and shrimp.
Honestly, this one was a lot better than I thought it would be. The sauce is actually pretty flavorful. Most of these meals are kind of like they need salt. This one I wouldn't add anything to it. It's got a slight spice, but not too much. The rice cooks well. Chicken's good. Shrimp's good. I really have no complaints on this. I mean, I would get it again, but I'd probably add more shrimp or something because that's just a personal me thing. 9 out of 10. Very good. And for dessert, I'm going to have this Lily's Cookies and Cream bar. You can't really taste the sugar-free part initially. It's only when you finish it up on the very end note of it, you can taste that sugar-free taste out of it. It's fine. 7 out of 10.
Then after that, it was finally over.
I got gifted this cinnamon roll yesterday, and it's like they knew. I've missed these.
That's the end of my first challenge that I've ever done in video form. Was it hard to do? Not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Honestly, I thought this was going to be a much harder endeavor for me to do. Just be like, go on like a specific diet for a week. But I guess I found it's just a lot easier for me to like do a diet or do some type of challenge if it's to like work on a bigger project like this video. What are my overall thoughts on this stuff? It was okay. I didn't really hate anything for the most part. There were a couple items I just didn't care for, but I can't say anything was repulsive, you know? A lot of it was just needs salt, you know? That's all. I don't really understand why some of these companies couldn't just throw, you know, more seasoning on their food when making it. Well, I know salt doesn't have any calories in it, but it does retain water. So I guess they're trying to prevent the bloating through that. I guess, sure, why not? I understand. Did I have like a favorite specific item? If I had to pick one, it would probably be the that Real Good Food Company, the chicken burrito bowl that I had. I liked it so much, I had it twice. Meat, cheese, sauce. It's really hard to hate on something like that. Really good. Also, I was surprised. The Enlightened, that's the brand name? Yeah, in the Enlightened ice cream Greek yogurt bars, very good. Pretty low calorie, pretty low fat. You know, I was surprised. Those are actually very good. I would get those on the regular just because they taste good, you know, so I'd highly recommend those. Stuff I didn't like, that would probably be the, that one Healthy Choice Steamer Cafe. The, was it the 4 cheese ravioli and the chicken marinara steamer bowl? It was just disappointing, honestly. This was one of those that just, it needed salt. It needed some kind of seasoning in there. Like, I love 4 cheese ravioli. I love chicken. I love marinara. But the main flavor I got out of all that was tomato. That was it. Chicken was flavorless. The 4 cheese ravioli was just like pasta with like a little sauce, or a little filling, I mean. And it was a letdown. Also wasn't a super big fan of the La Gloria Rancho. I think is how you say it, Gloria La Rancho. Strawberry skinny margarita. Wasn't super good. It was like, if you don't like diet, it was literally just a diet flavor, which is to be expected. But like, I've had a few other items here that were like sugar-free, no sugar added or something like that. And just like, they tasted pretty close. This, no, it was an obvious, you could tell what that was. Also, if I have a couple more comments I want to say about the this whole experience. Atkins, real quick, when it comes to snacks, Atkins, come here. You did great, buddy, okay? A+, gold star. You go over there and play with the blocks. I'm going to talk to everybody else for a second, okay? Slim Fast. Where were your snacks, guys? Where were the bars at? Where were the chips? The candy supplement? Something, you know? The best I found out of anybody was maybe a drink or two. Like Slim Fast tried a little bit. They gave a B+ effort, I guess. I found like 2 little peanut butter cup things, and they had like a couple drinks that I found. They gave something, you know, they participated. But everybody else, geez, Healthy Choice, Smart Ones, what's going on? Real good food. There were no snacks hanging around. Nothing. Not a single one. I checked every store. Nothing. Maybe they're online. I didn't check that. I'm not gonna buy snacks online if I'm trying to do a diet. I'm gonna like do the stuff that's convenient, that's in one of my grocery stores. So yeah, diet brands, snacks, work on that, please. But yeah, I plan on doing something like this again here. Pretty soon, actually. Another video where I just do something for a week, you know. I become vegan for a week. I eat nothing but bulldog ramen for a week. I go dairy-free for a week. You know, examples. Who knows? But for now, but until then, you know, just like this video, comment, subscribe maybe. Any of those things that, you know, help push my videos into the algorithm so that people can see them so I can get some views. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go now. I've got some catching up to do.